number 2 of the best of 5 series between Shieldz and Apoc. What is going to happen in this game? Is Shieldz going to be able to bounce back and grab this game, or is Apoc going to take another win? Guys, I'm your host, IvD HK Rob, and joining me here has been IvD Warbio. Warbio, do you want to introduce the players this time?
Alright, sure man. Spawning in the top left, we have red Protoss player Shieldz, down 0-1 so far in this series, facing his opponent up 1-0. Is a blue Terran player spawning in the bottom right. It's Apoc.
You gotta mix it up sometimes, Marcus. You gotta let the other person announce them every
Yeah
once
man,
in a while.
that's so nice of you.
I know, man. I'm trying to be nice.
Such a nice man.
It's good guy HK Rob over here, right? Oh man, so what do you think about this map with these two particular players? I mean, yeah, we got to see a ZVT on this map, but what are your thoughts on PVT?
Ooh, and PvT's map is kinda tricky. I mean, on this, I can understand she'll pick this map just because you can defend your third so easy. And as a Protoss player, you really play that turtling style. You really want to get your death ball out. So I'm not surprised at all he's picking this.
You know, this is actually, I mean, I want to see what Apoc does on this map, because this is actually the first time that we've seen cross spawn on this map. And with the cross spawn on this map, I mean, this is really far rush distance, extremely far, especially with these being a Terran and a Protoss. That's going to be difficult for both players, because Shieldz is not going to be able to apply early pressure, neither is Apoc, because their units are slower than Zerg units. They're not going to be able to get them out as quickly, and they're not going to be in such big numbers. So both players, I think, are really safe to play extremely greedy here.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at Apoc going here, 1x expand. Fairly standard in this matchup. It's usually what you see this opening. It's usually commence and it's 1x expand, or it's 1x with tech lab expand. So
Yeah, no, and it's pretty standard, but it looks like Shield's gonna make his way up here, gonna scout this out, but he's not gonna go into the base, so he's not gonna scout out much more. But he does know about that expansion. He did get an eye on that, so that is not bad at all for Shield's. Gonna back off here and probably no. It looks like he's just gonna go to the Xelnaga Tower, which is not a bad move either. I mean, we generally see that happen with the scout. You generally take the scout back and put him on the Xelnaga Tower. You need to have that map control.
look at this. We see Shieldz like getting a second gas out, and he's actually chrono boosting the core. This might actually be a 4-gate.
Ooh. And that could be difficult for Apoc to deal with, because I know one of the major things that a lot of Terrans have, I know Apoc kind of does fall into this category as well, is that they don't have a whole lot early when they're going for this expansion. They kind of just, they don't build during, like, they don't really build much as far as army goes early on. And a 4-gate, at the time that it hits, it might be very devastating, but it looks like Apoc, he already has the bunker down, so he probably could be in a really good position.
Yeah, and what we've seen before from him is we've seen him play against a 4-gate early on in this tournament. They just demolish it. So we'll see if he can do that again. If there is a 4-gate it is. I'm not really sure so far.
Well, we do have 4 gates, no, 5 gates
Wow.
for Shieldz. He is getting out a sentry here on the 1 gate that is already up. I mean, but 5 gates, that is...
That's kinda scary, man.
Yeah, but you can't support that. I don't know what he's doing. I'm
Yes,
confused.
actually, if you have a full saturated base with cutting workers, you can barely support it.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, this could be really difficult for Apoc in the early into this game. He has the bunker up and he's making Marines.
oh,
He's
he's
making a lot
making
of
a second
Marines,
one, which is exactly what he needs. Apoc playing so good here, knows his opponent, seen his opponent haven't expanded yet. So he's trying to play really safe here.
Oh man, what is the answer going to be here for Shieldz? The Shieldz, is he aware of this? I don't think he is. I mean, he's warping in the Zealot here, he's warping in, he's going full out on this. He is committing completely to this attack, this 5-gate pressure, which is a very, very all-in-ish idea. There we go, SCV's being pulled here for Apoc.
Yeah, and this is gonna be such a close game. Either he's gonna go completely disaster for Apoc, or he's gonna hold and completely straight up win the game. We will see though as the attack is going on.
And there it goes. The force field's going down on the bunker. Really nice force field. Going to keep those keep those SCVs. I'm sorry, from actually getting the heals off. But there's a lot of units here for Apoc. There's a lot of damage being done here for Shieldz at the same time. The SCVs finally getting a repair on the last bunker here. This is going to be forced back, but there's more sentries, more units being pulled in here, and now we've got Marauders coming out here for Apoc. He's got one out already. He's getting more than that's exactly what he needs. But that Marauder is going to get picked off. The Marine's going to be pulled out of the bunker to try and deal with this. But there's such good force fields here from Shieldz. He's just
Oh wow. Look at this though, I mean Sentry's out of energy, there's no real damage dealing units left, and it's me to just break everything that's left apart. Second,
oh man.
second pylon is getting closer, more sentries and Zealous armor will be warped in, but this bunker is still alive.
And this is definitely a really major thing right now, because as if Apoc can keep this bunker alive for a little bit
so
longer,
close.
there's the GG from Shieldz. Apoc holding off a 5-gate all-in at the beginning of the game.
That was such a good play there from Apoc. Managing to have the bunker alive for so long, saving him the game. Wow.
Wow, indeed. That was amazing.
Alright guys, we'll be right back with the next game. Stay tuned and have a nice break, I guess.
have a nice break.
Yeah, so be right back.
If I didn't like them, if they were pretty or they smiled too much.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the IvD Yogi Time number 56 tournament. This is day 2 of a 2-day event, and amazing games here. We've got this best of 5 series between Shieldz and Apoc going into game number 3. I'm your host, IvDHK Rob. Joining me here has been IvD Warbio. Warbio, come on, bro!
Yeah man, let's see if Apoc can close the deal, or is Shieldz going to come back and win the series?
We'll have to find out, but let's go ahead and introduce our players first. Spawning in the bottom left of the map, we have the blue Terran, who has just been ravishing this tournament through and through. He is none other than Apoc. And how will his opponent, the red Protoss in the top right, going to be able to deal with what he just had to deal with? 2 games that he's lost. He's down 0-2. He is none other than Shieldz.
Yeah man, so far in this tournament, Apoc has only lost 1 game in total. Been breaking every opponent apart. So let's see, can he do it again, or is he going to fall to the Shieldz, man?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I just This is amazing. These are amazing games, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. But we'll have to see what both players go for. I mean, Shieldz was really quick to choose this map, so I think he has something planned.
It could be that he's gonna try the same thing again just because you don't have a ramp in the same way in this map. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So we will wait and see. Getting a gate in 13. Let's see if we're getting the gas. If we don't get the gas, I will be more leaning towards a quick expand.
Yeah, we'll have to see. There goes the gas. So he does grab the first gas.
Still could be though a quick expand. We will see. He's probably gonna attack his opponent right now. I'm really excited about his plan because, as he said, knowing which map he wanted before, right after the game was done, he probably has some tricky stuff planned up.
That is generally what that means. But let's see. We got this probe making its way across the map. I mean, it's about halfway. He's gonna see if he can scout out his opponent, see what's going on. And I think when he gets here, he's gonna see pretty standard stuff. I mean, he's gonna see Apoc going for the same exact thing. Apoc doing really good standard play. He's very comfortable on this. He knows, hey, I've only really lost one game doing something very standard, and that was due to his own greed. So I think really Apoc probably looking at this as a sort of, as long as I do exactly what I need to do, I'm comfortable on what I do.
Look at this, it's like a gas gun again. And he's hiding everything from a scan. This might be the same build again.
It might indeed, but we'll have to see. Apoc make his SCV, bringing his SCV up and going to see if he can scout this out. He does see the pylon over there, so actually he has reason to move over there, and looks like he is not going to. No, he's scouting out the rest of the base, which is fine. I mean, that's very, very okay. But now he's going to make his way over here, and he does see the cyber core. He does see the gateway, and I mean,
And look at
I
this,
wonder what's going through his
Able
head.
is smart. You see is doing exactly the same build as last time. But so far as everything be exactly the same. Able has been smart, putting Commencer in base. Adding his second barracks even earlier than before, getting the gases earlier than before so you can get those marauders out.
And those Marauders are going to make such a huge difference in this play, but it looks like no! Shieldz switching it up, going robotics facility.
Ooh, looks like this might even be a free gate robo all-in. Because
And
so far we can be pretty sure that this is gonna be a one-base play. Just because if you haven't, ooh, it's been going to be blink, or maybe
Twilight
even
Council.
drop DTs. I'm not sure at all, guys. We will just have to wait and see.
Oh, this is getting exciting. Shieldz showing, hey, I'm not out of this yet, and I'm gonna show something that I have been that I've been saving, man.
Yeah, but look, I really like this. All the first Marauder is coming out, so if it's gonna be blink, it's gonna be really hard to do. Just because the Marauders are so strong against the Stalkers.
And we do have an observer on its way now, so I think this is indeed going to be blink because you do have the observer to give vision on the high ground. There goes the blink research right there, and we got warp gate technology just finishing up. Now I've seen some really good blink play out of players before in the past. We'll have to see how Shield deals with this, because this map is actually really good for blink play. You can put pressure at this ramp here and then blink up into the main if you need to. So we'll have to see how that goes, but Apoc not really making that easy, because he does have the command center, like you said, inside of his main base, and that's going to make it to where when Shieldz gets there with his Blink Stalker, there's not going to be much there for him to attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Just now lifting it down, now we knows it's safe. Because even though if it's gonna be blink and he blinks off this cliff, having a command center down in the natural is gonna be completely fine.
Yeah, it definitely is. And that observer now sitting here at the edge of the main base. Forward pylon going down here for Shieldz. I think Shieldz actually, he's putting himself in a pretty good position with this observer, with the blink, and with that forward pylon in a really good spot. I mean, right now Apoc has no idea that it's there. He's gonna run one ling, not one ling. He's one marine. He's gonna run one marine over here, and he's gonna scout this out, so he knows exactly what he's dealing with. But these are already out. The stalkers are already out, and he's gonna. Let's see what he does. Is he gonna go into the second into the natural? Yes, that is exactly what he's gonna do. Pick off a few SCVs. Not bad at all. But I think at this point, Apoc He already has the Marauders.
Yeah, and he's scared to move down because they think there is a sentry, but there is no sentry at all. Scouting picking up the Zero, which is really huge. No, he's spotting camping up in the main. And no, I think Shieldz might be in trouble here.
He might be in trouble. Yes, he might be in trouble indeed. It looks like these Stalkers are going to push up the ramp just a little bit, blinking back, using that blink micro to the best of his advantage, keeping those Stalkers alive. Very good idea here. But right now, I mean, Apoc's just growing and growing and growing. He's getting more and more units out. And is he going to hold this? It looks like... Wow. Very nice blink micro out of Shieldz is going to make this very difficult for Apoc to hold. But at the same time, it's very difficult for Shield to get up there into the main.
Yeah, and the problem, I mean, Shield's adding more and more stalkers, keeping him from expanding. Shield's saying, I'm not expanding here, I'm going straight all in. But the problem is though, having it down the ramp like this, Apoc doesn't know if there's a sentry out. If there's a sentry out and he moves down the ramp, he's just dead. He's gonna cut in half and there's nothing he can do. He's trying to play pretty safe here. No scouting seen, no sentries out.
Nice. Nice, he does pick off the Observer once again. Seeing that Ripple, very, very good idea. It looks like, oh, it has forced to pull SCVs in this, which is not a good, it's not a good position at all. It's really bad when you have to when you're forced to pull workers. But right now, I mean, it doesn't matter because this is all in from Shieldz, and Shieldz, if he doesn't do a whole lot of damage here, then this is going to be very bad for him. Now the Stalkers are trying to push up the ramp a little bit. Shieldz still utilizing Blink to the best of his advantage, but I think that Apoc was able to see the sentry down there first.
Yeah, and now when 4 medevacs are out, it's gonna be harder to break this. But there's still so many stalkers here, it's gonna be really hard still. A sentry is falling, 2 sentries falling, almost getting a third, and both of these armies are getting smaller, but Shield is up right now, a lot of supply.
He is up a lot of supply, and it does look like he's doing so much to deny expansions out of Apoc, but he's not going for an expansion himself. So really, I mean, if Apoc can do anything about this, if Apoc can really push this back, then this could spell the end of the game for Shieldz. But Shieldz just doing a really good job of microing here, moving those Stalkers up towards the ramp. But now, I don't know if I agree with this position because he's not moving them. He's losing a lot of Stalkers here, and now, I mean, Apoc in a position where he could maybe just get out a few more units. He's got the medevac, and he could push down the ramp here because Shieldz is running low on economy. He doesn't have what he needs to continue this pressure.
Yeah, but the problem right now is that medevacs are out of energy. 2 more is popping though, or 1 more is popping, which is going to help heal some of them up, but it's gonna still be really close here.
It is going to be really close. This is a very, very tense moment for both players. Now, I mean, Shield's forced to warp in Zealots at this point. You know, the supply advantage that Shield's had earlier is now gone. But there we go, the blink up into the main. He's going all in with this attack. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
And is it going to be cleaned up? It is indeed. It looks like there's the GG from Shieldz as Apoc moves on to the finals.
Yeah, really nice hold of it, but it was so close. I don't really know if she lets hold back, maybe try to expand behind it and just puts a few more pressure on. I think